Hello and welcome to Devotionables. These are brief devotions for busy people. My name is Jason Dierking, and today we are in Proverbs chapter 16. So if you've got your Bible close by, go ahead and open it to the book of Proverbs in the Old Testament, chapter 16. Now, Proverbs is one of my favorite books of the Bible. It's one of those books where you can just open it and kind of parachute in, land on any chapter, any verse, and gain something from it, some type of wisdom, some type of understanding. And that's what Proverbs is. It's defined as wisdom literature. It's one of those books of the Bible, along with Job and Ecclesiastes, that's known as wisdom literature. The other thing that I really like about it is it's 31 chapters long. So if you're trying to find a book to go through with a friend or with a family member and you want to lay out 1 month, it works really well to go through one chapter a day. Truth is, by no coincidence, this church's number one core value. And truth is more important today probably than ever. And you hear the word truth used a lot these days in relative terms. You hear my truth, your truth. But it really raises the question, where does the source of truth come from? One of my favorite verses in the Bible, maybe one of the ones that's most important, is actually in Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. So it says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge." Where does truth come from? It starts with a fear of the Lord. Fear in this case is a healthy fear. It's a respect, it's reverential awe that is born from faith in God. And this knowledge is not just factual knowledge or a collection of information, but more an understanding of God in creation and the ultimate meaning of things. So how important is knowledge and wisdom? Well, in Proverbs chapter 16 now, in verse 16, it says, "How much better to get wisdom than gold. To get understanding is to be chosen rather than silver." So gold and silver, obviously in this case, represents money, but it also, I think, represents worldly treasure in general. So to get wisdom and understanding is more important in the fear of the Lord than to get a monetary gain or to gather up worldly treasure. It should be our main pursuit in life. And so it raises the question, how many of us truly live this way? And where are our daily pursuits directed? But what gets in the way of this humbly pursuing wisdom and understanding in the fear of the Lord? Verse 18 says, "Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall." Pride is typically known with being wise in one's own eyes. And so if you've had a child that is unteachable, or a student that just seems unteachable, in athletics as a coach, you've all known those kids that just seem uncoachable. It's those that seem like they know it all or have a know-it-all attitude that is related to a pride that inhibits or goes before gaining wisdom and understanding. Genesis chapter 3, in eating the fruit, one of the reasons was to desire to know and desire to be like God. So that desire to know everything without God is an aspect of pride that inhibits our ability to gain wisdom and understanding. So what is the result of this? In verse 25, it says, "There is a way that seems right to a man, but in its end is the way to death." Making plans without God, without prayer, without humility, without guidance from God, is the way that might seem right to man, but in its end is the way to death. And then I just want to finish, I can't overlook verse 31 that says, "Gray hair is a crown of glory. It is gained in a righteous life." And as a guy that's now starting to accumulate more gray hair, it gives me hope that living the righteous life resulting in some gray hair is going to be a crown of glory. So as we approach the week ahead, let's make wisdom and understanding and knowledge of God in the fear of the Lord our main pursuit this week. Thanks for watching.